With two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. Now, here is Russell. Kicks it to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant against Russell. Adams right side. On the wing, Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Back to Bane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
And Bane drops them both.
We also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Gobert. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Adams, the pass to Morant. Jackson looking it over. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Outside Edwards. Gobert down low. Adams on him. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Morant against Russell. Here's Adams. Morant kicks to Bane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Towns. It's stolen by Gobert. Out left to the wing. Back to Russell. Morant with the steal. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
And it's Morant missing.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Outside, Towns. Morant with the steal. And the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here are the Grizzlies now after the basket by Minnesota. And Brooks, here we go. Bane kicks to Morant. Morant with another miss. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Edwards drawing the double team. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Off with the layup. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 2.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Here is Edwards following the score by Memphis. Offensive rebound and slam dunk by Gobert.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more often times than not.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight. Minnesota leading by 3. Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant. Nifty move. And Russell puts it in.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
Morant outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 5. On your feet, fans. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So on the floor for Minnesota, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Here's Gobert. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Morant dishes to Adams. Shakes him. Crafty move. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 7. And here is McDaniels. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Towns. Back to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. The shot by McDaniels. No good. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. In the corner, it's Payne. Pass to Brooks. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Takes it off the glass. Payne's got 6 points. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Here's Gobert. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morant. Tips it. Payne on the follow. He's got 8.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell with it. At the elbow, Edwards. The kick out to Towns. 5 on the clock. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Count the basket. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant kicks to Bain. Jackson down low, defended by Towns. And a wide open look for Bain. He nails it, and we're tied up. Bain's got 11 points. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Bain passes to Jackson. Back to Bain. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Edwards. And they double up Russell. Here's McDaniels. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And now a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Morant reaches to Brooks. Morant passes to Bain. And stolen by Russell. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to McDaniels. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks finds Bain. Back to Brooks. Now Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards passes to Towns. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 9 points in the game so far.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
And the first half is now in the books. But Timber will make it in for that interview. Get ready for the double working. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bain.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Jones, and it's Tillman in its center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Tillman's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Memphis. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's McLaughlin inside. They kick it out to Green. The shake. Reed with the block. Noel passes to Prince. Here's Noel. Guarded by Green. Anderson outside. Conchar pulls it in.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
The drive by Green. Jones, no one around him. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the Timberwolves call timing. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Noel. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Driving to the basket. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Here's Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Conchar, the pass to Aldama. Prince against Green. Banked in off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Now Jones. Passes it to Tillman. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Tillman passes to Green. To the paint. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Conchar can't get it to go.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
To the inside. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. There's the pass to Conchar. Here's Aldama. Back to Green. For the tie. It's hauled in by Noel. Minnesota in the lead. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Misses in close. The Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Pass to Aldama. Reed with the block. Prince outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Aldama passes to Jones. Here's Tillman. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Anderson, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
They kick it out to Green. A 3-ball. The shot, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 4. We're going to... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
A tough cover in there. Jackson Jr. can post you. He can face you up. He can finish with either hand.
Both free throws good from Jackson. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Leading by 5. Outside, Towns. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Edwards against Bain. And Edwards with the stop.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Morant kicks to Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
Jaren Jackson Jr. taking 2 shots.
And so Jackson nails both of them. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. They grab their own miss. Gobert. And he elevates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And that one drops.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 7. To the paint, here's Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Adams outside. Back to Bain. Adams in the high post. Clock at 6. Morant outside. Morant with another miss.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Outside, Russell. The kick out to Town. Back to Russell. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Looking to end his cold spell. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, he's got some hot Morant. This man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Edwards drives in. Here's Towns. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively. A key part of their winning effort at this point.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Minnesota. Russell against Morant. On the wing, Bain. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. McDaniels defending. Brooks, the best of Jackson. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. To the left side wing. Pass to Edwards. From the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Brooks. Out to Morant. Brooks against Edwards. Outside, Bain. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Now here's Edwards. Russell feeling it out a bit. Back to Edwards. Right side Russell. Payne against Edwards. Towns for 3.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And here's Morant. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Towns. It's stolen by Adams. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here.
edge, a boost, a lot of energy.
Drippy alley, I like it. I know what that means. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Now here's Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Jackson.
The height and the reach. That makes Jackson practically unstoppable. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Outside for Moran. Up top, Jackson. And then Morant with the dunk.
Love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant, a reliable finisher.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smith.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And here are the Grizzlies now, after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Brooks. For 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Out to Covington. Leonard outside. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Brooks against Leonard. The drive by Morant. Oh, they something else. Wow.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Wall, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
They set the pick. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. No good on the shot. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Covington, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers trail.
2 minutes remaining in the fight.
George outside. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Morant. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Memphis?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score often.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Kid just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
58 seconds left to play in the first. The three from Bain. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Leonard passes to George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Ja Morant picks one up.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact.
George hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bain finds Morant. Knocks down the long J. Morant's got 9 points.
I think consistency from three is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
George against Bain. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties.
Oh,
my goodness! The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 6.
Grizzlies fans, please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies, your Jackson.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubats out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. Covington passes to George. Leonard with the ball. Second chance effort. Out to Covington. Pass to Wall. Wall drawing the double. For three, Covington. It's not going to go for him. And Memphis taking it the other way now. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. There's something that has really brought this group together.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. And he drops it in from the low post. Jackson's got his second basket.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Off target from outside. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's Leonard. Brooks with the rebound. Memphis leading. Bain, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Wall. Kicks it to George. Leonard outside. Leonard can't get that one to fall. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Over to the left wing. Back to Bain. Pass to Morant. He takes it in. Outside Bain. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Ball on the take.
And you can't talk about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morant, pass to Adams. Three-pointer, Brooks. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
A nice shot by Zubats.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Adams. On the wing, Brooks. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here's Leonard. Outside Covington. Here's George. Takes the 3. Adams grabs the miss. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Morant, pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Ball against Morant. Outside Covington. George outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard for 3. The shot comes out. He got it up. That shot is off. And so we wrap up the first half. Grizzlies out in front. Up.
Grizzlies 23, the Clippers 17.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got John Conchar, also Tyus Jones out there. Xavier Tillman is out there with Green, and it's Aldama in at the 4-man spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And Kennard with the 3. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Pass to Tillman. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Kennard outside. The 3. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Here's Aldama. That one goes in. And now it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Morris can't hit. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, You played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jackson outside. Pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Kennard. They need this. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jones with the ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And here is Green. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
The Grizzlies have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Here's Tillman, and he goes in for the dunk.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Jones. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now here's Kennard. Oh, they need this. Jackson, pass to Kennard. Powell in the post. Working on Green. Takes a three. That one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 44 seconds left in the third quarter here. Jones from outside. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Aldama. Pass to Jones. Launches it. It's rebounded by Morris.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Now here's Green. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Substitution on the court.
Nine seconds left in the third. Wall on the attack. It's George on the wing. With the drive, and the shot goes in.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
And so it's Memphis now holding it.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. George's shot is off. The Grizzlies shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Wall against Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Off the mark there with a three. Los Angeles shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Here's George. Pass to Covington. The kick out to Wall. Now Leonard. Outside Covington. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Bain with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Jackson outside. Bain with it. Pass to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Watch how Adams puts his physique to work, grinding up the defense and finding an inside shot.
Zubac's inside. Adams covering. For 3, George. The Grizzlies pull it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Jackson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's Morant missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Zubac finds Leonard. Up and over Brooks. No good off the back of the rim.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
To the middle. Here's Adams. Inside. Morant. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
We can't hear you. Make some noise.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Wall, the pass to George. And the jam by George.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Pass to Brooks. No good on the triple.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Wall, the pass to George. Leonard with the ball. Brooks defending. And the basket by Leonard.
Boy, in the paint, Kawhi tearing right through the D. Just pushing his way to a shot.
For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Morant against Wall. And it's Morant off the drive. Pass to Bain. Over George. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Grizzlies.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
From deep. That's no good. He's 8 for 11. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Wall. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Here's Morant. There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Bain, no good. Here's George. The rebound by Jackson. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A competitive game, you have to feel like...
Always fun. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Wall. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Zubac. Over to the wing. On the clock. Wall. And here's Covington from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Right side, Edwards. Towns, no luck.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And it's George finishing it off.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Towns. Gobert finds Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert gets the bucket. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling. just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
They get the rebound. Edwards against George. Out to Russell. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Zubats.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's George. Pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
But George out there moving the rock and figuring out where his teammates were to have success on that possession.
Edwards inside, defended by George. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Kicks it out to Leonard, over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock, driving in. This one for 3. No good that time, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Free t-shirts are headed your way, fans. Get out of your seats and let us know you want one. Give it up for your Timberwolves dancer.
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Out to Edwards. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
For 3, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
.114 left to play in the first. Russell feeling it out a bit. The dish to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. From outside the arc, sinks the triple. Towns has got 5.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Wall passes to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
There's the 3. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Leading by 5. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Inside. And finished off by Gobert.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside for George. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards fires from way outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. What a performance for EPC. He's been the story for Los Angeles.
Your Timberwolves dancing.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Clippers leading by 3.
Another round of applause for the first.
Wall looking for an opening. Outside for George. Up top, Covington, defended by Towns. 4 on the clock. George, unable to get that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, Bobo to picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Ball against Russell. The pass to Edwards. Into the lane. Here's McDaniels. Drills it from outside. McDaniels got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Pass to Zubats. Outside, George. Back to Zubats. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off the shot here. And rejection by McDaniel. Russell dishes to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Leonard inside. Working on McDaniels. Ball passes to Leonard. Here's George looking to end the run. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you'd like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
The 3 from George. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Russell passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Clippers trail by 7.
All right, fans, let me hear you give it up for your
Outside, Wall.
dancer.
Covington kicks to Zubats. It's Wall with the drive. The 3 from George. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Towns finds Gobert. And Zubac with the block. They recover it. Just 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Gobert. Wall grabs the board. Clippers trail by 7.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play. All that hustle is paying off.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. Look at his shooting percentages over the past couple of seasons, up around 60%. It's good shot selection and great consistency.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
George against Russell, and it's George finishing it off.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And they double up Russell. Towns for 3. Paul George grabs the miss. To the middle, here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Here's Towns. And so it's Minnesota with their lead down at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
27, the Clippers. 21. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
So with George on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batuma's out there with Morris, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
And he can't hit the second. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that win.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Passes it to Powell. Drops in the layup for 2.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Minnesota calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, Batum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Good on the triple.
And as long as Kennard keeps knocking down those threes, he's he's going to get more opportunity.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. And the layup's good off the glass. Reed's got his first points in this one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Here's McLaughlin. He kicks it to Prince. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Powell finds Jackson. Out to Morris. Stolen by Anderson. Prince, the pass to Reed. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Kennard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it, and he's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Reed. It's good. Reed's got 6 here in this quarter.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Morris passes to Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Timberwolves leading by 4. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:15 left in the third. A nice shot by Anderson.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
In the corner, Kennard with it. He feeds it to Batum. Count that one.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Down low. Reed kicks to Anderson. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
Minnesota in the lead. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Anderson outside. On the top of the key. Here's Reed. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now Prince.
Good effort by Kennard, just trying his best to make that difficult. Sometimes that's what defense is all about.
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Kawhi confident in that shot there, just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on John Wall.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Outside, Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Clippers moving the ball around. And stolen by Russell. Covington with the steal. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. Outside, George to take the lead. Can't hit that one. And Minnesota now the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Edwards passes to Towns. Wall with the steal. Covington with it. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Covington. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Pass to George. And he makes good on the layup.
Great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
I'll take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And all of that size rolling there after the screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Here's Wall. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. Here's Edwards. Now the pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. Clock at 6. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. And the Clippers call time here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The kick out to Wall. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Jones down low. He's covered by Leonard. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
The shot by George, wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota leading by 7. Outside Russell to the paint, and Gobert kicks to Russell. Back to Gobert, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
McDaniels with the ball. To the middle. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
And it's sent back by Russell. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Towns dishes to Gobert, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Russell. Leonard trying to break free. And Russell with the basket on the assist by Gobert.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Edwards looking it over. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one.
This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Morant. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
McDaniels against Brooks. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Brooks with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Adams with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Gobert against Bane. Here's Adams. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Adams has got his second bucket of the night.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Now Morant. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Woo, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Gobert with a screen on Bane. Gobert with it. Guarded by Morant. Pass to Towns. Back to Gobert. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Outside Morant. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Morant. Now here's Adams. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns, defended by Jackson. Here's Gobert. That one drops for him. Of course, with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
To the inside. Tipped. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Adams, the pass to Morant. Jackson against McDaniels. Jackson can't get it to go.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
McDaniels inside, defended by Jackson. That gives him the lead.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Bain. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Timberwolves on D. Up top, Brooks. Outside, Morant. 6 on the shot clock.
I have great admiration for how hard Rudy Gobert plays on the defensive end. Even when he's not blocking shots, he's altering them with his presence.
Here's Towns. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis trailing here. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, BA, when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Here's Morant, following the score by Minnesota. Left side Bain to stop the run. Offensive board. Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. No good that time. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Back to Russell. 3-pointer. Sends it home from 3-point land. Russell's got 6.
Boy, D'Angelo Russell from deep, and in the modern NBA, boy, that's a shot you've got to have.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
That one misses.
Shooting from Memphis, Ja Morant. Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Count it. Gobert's got his second basket on the night.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Brooks from outside. Counted from distance.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
A 3 from Russell. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 4. Stay with us now.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1. And it's McDaniels off the drive. The reverse. And it's laid in by Towns.
Just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
Outside Morant. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Bain. Back to Jackson. Right side Moran. 5 to shoot. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And here's Edwards outside. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Pass to Towns. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Bain finds Jackson. Over Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Edwards. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And Gobert with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. Bain with it. Down low. On the wing, Bain. Brooks with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Edwards against Bain. High post Towns. In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Ryan, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
Edwards, a pass to Russell.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Up top, Jackson. Here's Brooks. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Brooks has got 5 now. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Bain, the pass to Adams. Back to Bain. Outside Morant. And he banks in the layup. Now just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Russell on the drive. And Gobert with the stuff.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Off the left rim and out.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game.
24. The Grizzlies. 20.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Kyle Anderson, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's Conchar, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Minnesota shooting a nice 50% for the game. Inside. Reid can't hit. Memphis trailing here. Outside, Green. And he drives in. This for the tie! And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
It's great whenever Danny Green is forcing the issue. He puts the defender in a tough spot there.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And here's Minnesota now. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Jones' shot is good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
90 seconds into the second half now. Anderson gets the bucket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Well, Memphis shooting the rock well at 46%. Outside Jones. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
For the lead. Anderson pulls it down. Minnesota in the lead. To the inside. Here's Reid on the wing. Noel. Anderson with a screen. To the paint. And the layup falls. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Outside Jones. Pass to Green. On the wing, Conchar. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldama. Can't hit from the low block. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Out to the wing. Outside Anderson. 4-3. Drills it from deep. Anderson's got 7.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Into the lane. Aldama. Here's Conchar. Pass to Aldama. Tries again. Back to Conchar. From 18 feet away. And that one good.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
1:19 left in the third. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Conchar. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Reed. Here's Prince. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Inside, here's Conchar. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Conchar's got 6 points in the quarter.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Back to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Conchar. Oh, and Reed with a block. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Here's Morant. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Minnesota's shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. Up top, Edwards, guarded by Bane. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm. And it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
Morant, pass to Bane. They get it back, and they recover it. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. And here's Bane. Jackson with it. Covered by Towns. 5 on the clock. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Fires it. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Now here's Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Steven Adams.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Russell. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And it's Morant missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Second chance shot. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 12. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Morant. Outside Bane. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Jackson, pass to Morant. There's the triple. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
He plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Fires the three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Appreciate the report, Allie. From deep, Morant. Edwards pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to McDaniels. Right wing, down low. Here's Gobert, and he lays it up and in. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Tremendous concentration that Rudy Gobert has, using his size certainly, but finishing through contact.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Doesn't go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rudy Gobert.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And here's Morant outside. The offensive rebound. Pass to Brooks. Here's Bain, guarded by Edwards. Russell against Morant. And again, Memphis no good. Now here's Towns. Here's Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we have to take another look at that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
everyone. Thanks for joining us on. Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, it is whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Leonard attacking. Shot clock at 5. George against Bane. George, no good.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Adams, right side. In the corner, it's Bane. And the rejection by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Now, Morant. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Morant against Wall. And it's Morant missing. George looking over the floor. Covington with the bucket.
Nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Now Morant. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Leonard with the steal. And the pass to Covington. And here's George for 3. He can't get it to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson down low. Covington's there. And Adams kicks to Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders just are just forced to foul him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Jackson hits both of them. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wall passes to Leonard. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks outside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Back to Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 4, and is on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's George missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bane passes to Morant. And there's the drive. Back to Adams. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 4. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. And Adams now top of the key. That's tipped. Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. Now defended by Bane. George dishes to Leonard. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Zubac, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Jackson lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Wall up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And George kicks to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Passes it to Zubac. It's stolen by Adams. And it's Memphis on the break. Lobs it up there for Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
LA basketball.
Seven seconds left to play in the first. Leonard with the steal. It's stolen by Adams. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Memphis out in front. They lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to...
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers you dance to.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Bain passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And so here are the Clippers. They trail by 7. Morant against Wall. Takes it out to Covington. George passes to Covington. Just 3 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. Not going to go that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And Morant throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Leonard with the screen on Bain. Here's George over Brooks. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Wall kicks to Leonard. Takes the 3. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Wall. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Ball against Morant. Leonard inside. Covington passes to Zubac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Covington kicks to George. Over Bain. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Ball to Memphis.
.156 left in the first half of the game. Outside for Jackson.
Blocking foul called on Robert Covington. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Ball against Morant. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Jackson. Here's Morant. The offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Adams has got his first 2 points.
Foul Clippers. Robert Covington. That's his
closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Los Angeles with another miss. Memphis leading by 9. Morant looking around. Outside Jackson. Bain kicks to Jackson. Back to Bain. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ball against Morant. Outside for George. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Adams, the pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Bain against George. Takes it out to Leonard. Stolen by Brooks. And a wide open look for Bain. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight. In the corner, George with it. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And that's a staple of George's offensive game. His mid-range game continues.
And so is Memphis, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick...
For the Jabberwockies.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Green, and it's Jones in at the 1. The pass to Tillman. Back to Jones. Pass to Tillman. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Batum wide open. He fights. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Aldama. There's the triple. Second chance shot. Here's Tillman. Memphis moving it around. Green passes to Aldama. Tries again. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers trail by 10. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Jones with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Outside for Jackson. Powell, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Conchar, the pass to Aldama. Now Green, pass to Tillman. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Jackson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Batum with the 3, and no good that time. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Conchar. Kennard covering. Jones, the pass to Tillman. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Batum for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Batum's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Jones, the pass to Tillman. To the wing on the left. Outside, Jones. Out left to the wing. Here's Conchar. Hits it from three-point range.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Jackson looking it over. And there's the pass to Kennard. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
54 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Jones. He kicks it to Green. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. He's off on the first.
Shooting for Memphis. Jones.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Pass to Powell. And Batum kicks to Morris. Powell, the pass to Batum. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Conchar. Pass to Aldama. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. This is out there with Batum. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Wall kicks to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Here's Wall. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Passes it to Bain. The feed to Brooks. Adams, the pass to Bain. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Brooks for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
Leonard against Brooks. Kicks it out to Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
It's Morant with the drive. Brooks misses. Clippers trail by 13, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Here's Wall. Dishes to Batum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
The wily veteran Batum is so good at positioning himself to get the shot, the foul, or both.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. Here's Morant. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Morant against Wall. And Morant gets it to go.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And Wall kicks to Covington. The pass to Batum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies. Memphis leading by 11. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Back to Bain. Morant outside. 3-pointer. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Leonard. Batum dishes to Leonard. Wall against Morant. From deep, George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Bain. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Covington. From downtown. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball against Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
And it's George missing. Now here's Brooks. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business. Like David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Good stuff.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Wall finds Zubac. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Did you see that?
That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture-perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Edwards against George. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
To the paint. Kicks it to George. From downtown. Minnesota with a rebound. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Now here's Zubats. George with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Russell against Wall. Here's Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Wall, the pass to George. Leonard on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Outside Edwards. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by George.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Covington. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Towns finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Wall. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Up and over Russell. Offensive rebound. Leonard for 3. No good there. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Gobert up top. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 3rd assist of the night. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And the Clippers call time here. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Outside Covington. George passes to Wall. Leonard for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Edwards. Gobert's got 8.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now Leonard. They need this. Can't get the layup. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They're And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Here's Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
Minnesota in the lead. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
George. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Edwards with a drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got his 2nd basket of the night.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Wall. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Russell to pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. From deep three-point range. The shot no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
The kick out to Edwards. And another basket for Minnesota.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Back to Powell. Kicks it out to Jackson. Looking to win the run. Batum's shot is off.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Jackson finds Morris. Here's Powell. Morris with it. Russell covering. Kennard left side. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call of Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both. depending upon who you win against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns can put up an easy, low-stress 30 or 40 points. And when he gets rolling, he's a joy to watch.
For three, Powell. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
So for the Clippers on D. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
George, no good. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
They double-team George. Pass to Leonard. To end the drought, and he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
And you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Russell finds Gobert. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Gobert's got 10 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Leonard passes to Zubac. It's intercepted. Right side, Russell. Drives to the hoop. Banked it in off the glass. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and...
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. He stops, he pops, and that one's long. And the Timberwolves with possession. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined, but it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Oh, he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac, and he makes a first. George, he's checked in for Wall. And so he makes both from the line. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. It's stolen. Fast break, Minnesota. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Noel. 5 to shoot. Shoots. The shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Kennard outside. Here's Zubats. And it's good. 2 points. Zubats has got his second basket.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. It's rebounded by Zubats.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Covington passes to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
They get it again. Out to Covington for 3. And he can't get that one. Knocks it loose. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Zubats. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. McLaughlin's got his first 2 points.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Anderson with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Deflected! That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. Noel, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Inside, Leonard. Chalk up 2 there. Leonard's got 9.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Anderson with a screen. Pass to McLaughlin. From the high post. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
George with it. Here's Kennard. Off target from 3-point range. The Timberwolves have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Noel. To the inside. In transition, here come the Clippers. And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Now Reed. No good with a layup. And so it's Minnesota ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Paul George.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Here's Kennard. Pass to Covington. The three is up. No good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Now here's Edwards. Now Towns. Pulls it. Off the left rim and out.
Foul to the Timberwolves.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Covington finds George. Kennard outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game. Minnesota with the ball. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Gobert against Zubac. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Now here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Kennard. The three is up. Leonard passes to Zubac. Kennard outside. Three-pointer. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kennard against Russell. Outside McDaniels. Here's Towns. 4 on the clock. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Leonard passes to Kennard. Outside Covington. Pass to Zubac. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Russell against George. And then Russell with the dunk.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
George, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards, defended by Kennard. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Off target with the 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Karl Anthony Towns.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Here's Leonard. Rebound Minnesota. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gobert passes to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Pass to Russell. And here's McDaniels. Back to Russell. Right side Edwards. So So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here to walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that.